construction or resale. It sounds like a simple choice, but it's one of the most consequential decisions an Orlando buyer makes, and most people approach it with the wrong framework. They focus on which one looks nicer, which one feels more exciting, instead of running the actual analysis. Today, I'm giving you a complete objective breakdown, the real advantages and the real disadvantages of each one in Orlando's specific market, and questions you need to ask for your situation, and the condition under which each one wins. Let's do this properly. Hey, welcome back. I'm Gianni, and today's video covers a topic I get into with almost every relocation buyer I work with: new construction versus resale homes. This decision matters particularly in Orlando for a reason that's specific to this market. Orlando has one of the most active new construction pipelines of any metro in the entire country. The builder presence here is substantial. KB Homes, Toll Brothers, Pulte, Meritage, DR Horton, Taylor Morrison, Ashton Woods, all are active and competing for buyers right now. That creates options and incentives that don't exist in markets with limited new construction inventory. At the same time, the resale market has characteristics: mature neighborhoods, existing landscaping, established community culture that new construction takes years to replicate. So this isn't one size fits all answers. My job today is to give you the framework to figure out which answer is right for your specific situation. So let's get into it. Let's start with new construction, because in Orlando's market, the case for this is genuinely strong right now, stronger than in many other periods. Reason one, builder incentives. This is the biggest story in new construction right now that most buyers don't fully understand until they're under contract. Builders in Orlando are currently offering some of the most significant incentive packages I've seen in years. Permanent interest rate buydowns for a full percentage point or more, closing cost contribution of $5,000 to $25,000, and a design center credit of $10,000 to $25,000 for upgrades. When you net these incentives against the list price, the effective cost of buying new can be very competitive with the resale at the same price. Reason two, everything is new. The roof has years of life. The HVAC system was installed last month. The appliances are under warranty. The electrical and plumbing meet current code. The insurance picture is significantly better than it would be for an older home, especially regarding the roof, which, as we've covered in our insurance video, is the single biggest factor in your Florida insurance premium. Reason three, customization. When you buy pre-construction or early enough in a build, you often have meaningful choices about finishes, flooring, fixtures, and layout upgrades. You're getting a home configured to your taste, not someone else's. Reason four, builder warranty. Most new homes in Florida come with a 1-year workmanship warranty, a 2-year system warranty, and a 10-year structural warranty. That peace of mind has a real financial value, especially for buyers who are moving from across the country and can't easily manage unexpected repairs, emergencies in the first year. Reason five, community cohesion. When you buy into a new community, everyone arrives at the same time. Neighborhoods form, friendships develop. There's a shared experience of building a life together that has genuine social value, particularly for families with young kids. Now the honest challenges, because there's real ones that buyers need to go in knowing. Challenge one, timelines. Builders give you an estimated completion date, and they mean it when they say estimate. Supply chain issues, some contractor delays, permit blockages. All of these can push a 6-month build out to 8 to 9 months. If you have a hard move-in date, a lease ending, a school date starting, a job that begins on a specific date, a timeline slip can be a serious problem. This is the most common source of stress I see in new construction purchases. Challenge two, the community isn't even done. When you move into a new community in phase 1 or 2, you're living in an active construction site for however long it takes for the rest of the phases to complete. That means construction, traffic, noise, dust, and an incomplete development feel for months or many years. Some buyers adapt fine, others find it genuinely disruptive. Know your tolerance before you buy. Challenge three, builders lender pressure. Builders often push you for you to use their preferred lender because it makes the transaction easier for them, and because the lender may offer incentives tied to using their products. The incentives can be real, but the rate you get through the builder's lender isn't always the most competitive rate available. Always get a competing quote from an independent lender before you commit to the builder's preferred financing. Sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it isn't. It's good to know. Challenge four, limited negotiation on price. Builders are genuinely less flexible on sales price than individual sellers. Protecting their community comps is very important to them. Where you do have leverages on incentives, closing costs, rate buydowns, design upgrades. Those are where you negotiate and live in the new construction. Challenge five, no established neighborhood character. The neighborhood you're buying into hasn't fully formed yet. The mature trees, the established landscaping, the community identity, those take years to develop. You're buying a vision of what the neighborhood will be, not what it is today. Now, the case for resale. In Orlando's current market, there's a compelling argument here too. Reason 1, what you see is what you get. With the resale home, there is no timeline. Reason 1, what you see is what you get. With the resale home, there is no timeline uncertainty. The home exists. You can walk through it. You can see the actual finishes, the real quality of construction, and the true condition of every single system. You know what the neighborhood actually looks like, the landscape maturity, the neighborhood quality, and the real community feel. There's a certainty of resale that is genuinely valuable, especially for relocation buyers making a major decision on limited information. Reason 2, established neighborhoods. The best resale neighborhoods in Orlando, Windermere, Winter Park, Dr. Phillips, and parts of Oviedo, have decades of community character built in, mature trees, established landscaping, and a neighborhood identity that is palatable. If you want to feel like you're part of something with history one day, resale delivers that in a way new construction takes years to develop. Reason 3, negotiation potential. The current resale market in Orlando gives buyers more leverage than they've had in years. Homes that have been sitting, especially those overpriced homes relative to current comps, are strongly negotiable. Sellers are often open to price reductions, inspection credits, closing cost contributions, and flexible timelines. The days of take it or leave it resale selling are not universally over, but they're not universally present either. Reason 4, location often wins. Some of the best located properties in Orlando are resale because the best lots in the most desirable streets and the most walkable positions to amenities were developed decades ago. New construction in premium locations is possible, but premium locations are often fully built. Reason 5, faster occupancy. Resale closes in typically between 21 to 45 days. If your timeline is defined, a school start date, a job that begins, a lease expiring, resale gives you predictable timing that new construction often can't guarantee. And the honest challenges of resale, with the particular focus on what makes Florida different from other markets. Challenge 1, the roof situation. I've said this before, but it bears repeating in the context of resale. In Florida, roof age is a financial variable, not just a maintenance concern. A home with the roof over 15 years old may face insurance challenges. Some carriers won't even give you a policy, others will, but a dramatically higher premium. If the home needs a roof, you're looking at $15,000 to $25,000 in immediate capital expenditure. Always establish the roof age before you write any offer and factor it into the price negotiation if it's an issue. Challenge 2, older mechanicals. A resale home built in 2005 has an HVAC system that's approaching the end of its life, appliances that have had years of use, and plumbing that may not be up to current standards. Budget for the reality of these systems that will need attention in the next few years. Challenge 3, limited customization. You're inheriting the previous owner's choices, the tile they picked in 2008, the paint colors they picked in 2005, and the kitchen layout that made sense for their family but not yours. Renovation costs money and time. If you have a strong design preference, in resale home often means a renovation budget. Challenge 4, 4-point inspection findings. As we've covered in the insurance video, Florida insurance companies often require a 4-point inspection on homes being purchased. Older electrical panels, aging plumbing materials, or a compromised roof can create insurance issues that complicate your close. These aren't always deal breakers, but they're items that need to be understood and addressed before you commit to a purchase. Okay, I think I'm about done. Let's put everything together into a real decision framework. Choose new construction if your time limit is flexible and a delay of 2 to 3 months wouldn't create a crisis. You want modern finishes, an open floor plan, and an energy-efficient construction without a renovation budget. You value builder warranty and a peace of mind of buying new. You're okay with the community that's still growing. The builder incentives in your target community represent meaningful financial value. And you're open to being slightly further from the most established parts of the city in exchange for a newer, more amenity-rich community. Choose resale if you have a hard occupancy date and need certainty of timeline. You want to be in established neighborhoods with mature characteristics. Your target is a premium location where new construction isn't available. You're buying in a price range where existing homes offer significant value compared to new construction alternatives. And your inspection due diligence reveals a property that is strong in condition with relatively new roof. The nuanced answer that I give almost every single relocation client is run the comparison side by side. In most cases, I'm looking at the best 2 or 3 new construction options and the best 2 or 3 resale options simultaneously. Sometimes the resale option wins on location or price. Sometimes the new construction wins on incentives and condition. You don't know until you look at both of them with equal seriousness. This is the exact analysis I build for every relocation buyer I work with. A genuine apples to apples comparison that factors in builder incentives, insurance cost, renovation budget, HOAs, and the timeline variable specific to your move. If you want to talk through this for your situation, book a free strategy call. Link is in the description below. Subscribe if this was helpful and drop your preference, new or resale, in the comments below and tell me why. I truly want to know.